For more incredible action figures and collectibles, including the ones seen in this review, check out Lindsay's Toy Room at www.lindsays.toyroom.com. Hello YouTube, and welcome to Turmoil in the Toybox. I'm your host, Aaron Hauser, and today we're going to be reviewing the NECA Predator Series 10 set of figures. This includes the Nightstorm Predator, the Hive Wars Predator, and the Lava Planet Predator. Now, some collectors may be a bit confused as to where these specific Predators came from. They're not based off of any Predators from the comic series or the films, but they are an homage to the early 90s Kenner figures that were released a long time ago, and although the Kenner figures were a lot more simplistic in their design, NECA saw this as a very cool chance to do a bit of a nostalgic trip with the series and rework some of their earlier Predator sculpts into the designs that were used in the Predator Kenner series. So this is a very cool set. I picked this up for $53 plus shipping and handling from lindsays.toyroom.com. And they're actually having a sale right now. If you use the code that's included in the description below in this video, there's actually a 10% off code that you can use to get 10% off either this whole set of figures or a single figure through Lindsay's Toy Room. And that's good for any of the Predator sets or any of the individual figures. So this set, when I purchased it, was $53 plus shipping and handling. And I gotta be honest, this is a fantastic series. I really didn't have that high of hopes for this series just because I thought it was a bit simplistic and I thought it was a little, I don't know, I was just expecting basic repaints. But overall, this series just blew my mind. I was really excited to finally get these guys in my collection. So, growing up as a big fan of the Kenner's figures, whether it was Star Wars or Waterworld, or all the different ones that they had back in the day, I was really excited to see an updated version of some of the Predators that I grew up with. We'll start by taking a look at the Lava Planet Predator. This is a very cool figure, very well done with the paint application. The joint articulation on this is flawless. I didn't see any sort of cracking or anything with these figures. They did a great job overall with the quality of this whole series. That's the one thing that I could not get over. I've had certain Predator figures in the past that just broke on the joints or on some of the accessories right out of the packaging with minimal effort too, which was really, really sad. And these guys, though, are very durable. The articulation on them is very fluid. No sort of sticking in the elbow joints or in the shoulders. Very nice. So it has the same articulation that you've seen on the other Predator figures, which is head articulation, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, waist, knees, which are double jointed, and the ankles. And then they also have the peg holes on the feet so you can put them on the NECA display stands. As far as accessories, he has a small, this one's almost like more like a crab claw, but the retractable spear on his arm there, the blades there. Also has a small sword, looks very cool. And then on his shoulder he has the plasma cannon, which can actually retract. It runs on a small track on the shoulder. So you can roll that forward like so, or you can roll it back down into the stowaway position. So, very nice detailing on like the braids and everything. The mask looks fantastic. This is a lot more updated than the chunky Kenner figures that we grew up with, so this is very cool to see a more flushed out, detailed version of the masks. Love the paint application on the chest there, looks very cool. The armor as well. It's kind of that half red, half silver there. Looks very nice. And overall, like I said, the articulation is fantastic on this guy. None of the joints stick. No paint bleeding, nothing. Great figure, and I really think this guy does stand out amongst the other Predator figures in general. Taking a look now at the Hive Wars Predator, this is another very cool figure in this series. Comes with a couple accessories, has the plasma caster on the back. This one's sculpted more like the classic Predator. Has a very cool sort of scythe there. The blades on the glove are not retractable on this one, they are stationary. They're a little bit longer and a bit more curved. And then the mask on this one looks very cool. A lot of really nice detailing there. Great detailing and coloring on the braids, and you can kind of see some of the exposed, the top of the Predator's head there. Very cool paint app on this one. Also, not a whole lot of paint bleeding on this guy. The joint articulation is great. Same articulation overall on this figure. Really thought they did a great job with the armor. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to this guy, but it is a very cool display piece. I think the accessories make him stand out a lot more, and the color scheme as well. And on top of that, the mask just looks fantastic, so very cool figure. And last but not least is the Nightstorm Predator. And this guy is by far the coolest of the series, my favorite out of the three. And he comes with a bunch of accessories as well. Has the retractable blades, and these ones are very extended, just like the Kenner figure was. They're very long and curved there. And then you also have a very cool spear, gold spear with the skull, and what looks almost like a xenomorph tail that curls around the top there, through the top of the skull. And then also comes with a very cool removable mask, which if we can get that off there, comes off like so. Really, really great detailing on the mask. Inside and out. This could have just been flat so that it fit on the face of the Predator, but look at that detailing in there. Very, very cool. Great paint application on that one as well. And then the face, if you can kind of see here, is a repainted version of the Berserker from Predators. Also has the same shoulder-mounted cannon. So even though that's a repaint of the Berserker, I think this is a really cool figure, and I loved how they did the different armor portions on this. Once again, they did a great job with the paint application. They also did something that was kind of surprising. Now, on the original Berserker figure, they did not have double-jointed knees, but on this one, they actually added an additional joint right above kind of the calf there, so he has the joint there, and then it also rotates there, and then also at the ankle. Now, the only thing that I wasn't a huge fan of on this figure, which is a simple fix, I think, is that the shoulder, or the hip pads right here, they move and they can fall down very easily. Now, I suppose with a little bit of glue, you could probably fasten those in place so they don't slip up and down, but overall, this is just a beautifully done figure. I love how the armor looks. They did a great job with that. I love the different lighter accents on the gold paneling there. It looks very cool. The leg armor especially looks very nice. And then of course the wrist blades that extend look flawless. So overall, very, very cool figure. Great touch with the removable mask, which fits on perfectly and holds on very tightly, I might add, so you don't have to worry about it falling off at all. Overall, definitely my favorite figure and probably my #1 pick out of the most recent Predator figures that have been released from NECA within the last couple of years. Very, very cool piece. So as you can see, there is not a bad figure or a lesser interesting figure in this Series 10 run from NECA. They did a great job with this series. What could have been a very throwaway series, in my opinion, they went the extra mile and put in a lot of work to make these figures look absolutely outstanding. So, bravo NECA. I was really kind of surprised when they said they were going to do a reworking of the Kenner series. I didn't know if they were going to do an exact sculpt, based off of the sort of chunkier Kenner figures that had maybe all of like 5-6 points of articulation on them. But reworking these figures, the current sculpts, and doing this updated look to the figures that I grew up with, that a lot of us grew up with, is just, not only it's a great nostalgic kick, but these are just fantastic display pieces and a great addition to anybody's Predator collection. So, like I said, these guys are still available at Lindsay's Toy Room at lindsays.toyroom.com for about $53 plus shipping and handling. And there is the promotional code available right now to get you 10% off either the entire set of Predators, and this isn't just this set, this is any set available on lindsays.toyroom.com, or 10% off of any individual Predator figure. So, provided in the description below is that code for the sale, for the Predator sale, so feel free to check that out. And that wraps up this review on the NECA Predator Series 10 set. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. And feel free to check out some of my other reviews that I've done in the past on other Predator series from NECA. And keep an eye out, I also am going to be doing a review on the NECA Predator Series 11 set of figures. So watch out for that. But as always, thanks for watching.